Hello and welcome back to our channel and the FCS Dynasty in NCAA Football 2006. Today we got the VMI Keydets, 4-3 on the year, 4-game win streak currently, taking on the 2-5 McNeese State Cowboys in a Big 12 matchup. Now I've got VMI winning this game. I think the McNeese State Cowboys do have some talent. We got Daniels, of course, having a monster season at defensive end. Blake Bennett is struggling at quarterback though. And I do think that VMI has enough firepower on offense to hang with anybody in the Big 12. And I think they're going to pull off the victory here today. Keep the ground game working with Cam Sanders and Matt Keller. I think Justin Hops will have a good day on the ground as well. And we might even see him toss some nice deep passes downfield. Well, that's it for the roster for the McNeese State Cowboys. The kicker is 6 of 9. That's the last player we're really going to take a look at here. Of course, they do have Greg Wilson. Nothing really crazy for his receiving stats. Well, the top players, Smith, Jones, and Davis, out for McNeese State. William Reed still serving that suspension. He is out for this game. And Patrick, the guard, for VMI.
Welcome, everyone. Brad Nessler here for EA Sports with my co-host Kirk Herbstreit and the coach, Lee Corso. Right now, chilly and a little bit of rain in the forecast for tonight's game between the McNeese State Cowboys and the home team. We're about halfway through the season, and these two Big 12 teams are ready to get it on. And here comes the home team. The home team come into this game expecting a win. I tend to agree with that. How about you, Herbie?
The home team has your prototypical safety, and he'll show the nation why in this one. You'll see him covering receivers downfield, making plays behind the line of scrimmage. The guy's everywhere, and he's the reason I'm picking them to win this game.
I like it, Kirk. That's an excellent pick. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
I just got to wonder, where do you get those things? Helmets, mascot heads? I mean, every game is something new.
VMI, the unanimous selection today. And the Cowboys start off on offense, and they're going to go 3 and out and have to punt the football away. 4th and 10. They got 0 yards on their first drive. Here's Bryson Shields on the punt return, and he muffs it inside his own 20-yard line, and McNeese State Cowboys recover. So Bennett's going to come out and sling it left side, caught by Spinner. That's about an 8 or 9 yard pickup for the receiver. 3rd down, Cobb's toss play, gets to the outside, breaks the tackle, and he is in for the score. And just like that, a minute and 33 seconds into the game, the Cowboys take a 7-0 lead. VMI sporting their all-black uniforms today. And here is Joseph Martin on the kick return. Right side, jukes to the outside, past the 30, spins, past the 40, jukes again up to the 46-yard line. Great return for Joseph Martin. He has 1 kick return for touchdown this season. Hops taking a shot. He's picked off by Ford, so the offense is not looking so good, and Ford's going to take this all the way for the score. McNeese State with a 2-touchdown lead already with less than 2 minutes played in the game here in Lexington, Virginia. And this is not looking good for VMI. This is exactly how North Dakota State started off last game yesterday against the Furman Paladins. Well, let's see if VMI can have a different outcome. Here is Hobbs throwing right side, caught by Wright, and they said he got a foot in before he fell out of bounds. 2nd and 7, Hobbs on the option, pitches out to Sanders, 1st down and more past the 20, the 15, 10, all the way out of bounds at the 7-yard line, a 20-plus yard run for Cam Sanders. He has been a beast since he came back from suspension. Hobbs gets sacked, though, here. That is Daniels, the huge defensive end, who is up for the Buck Buchanan Award. Daniels giving chase again. And Hops is going to throw this in the dirt. And they're going to have to settle for a field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So the VMI Keydets stop the bleeding. And it is 14-3 here in the first. On the ensuing kickoff, Shaw kicks it deep down the right side of the field to the 12-yard line. Here is Cobbs, the halfback, right side. Up past the 40 and returns it up past midfield into Keydet territory. Nice return for him. 2nd and 4. Fullback Demps gets the carry. 1st down and more. Breaks the tackle. Still going. And he's going to fumble the football. It's recovered by Rossner. And he returns it up to the 23-yard line. There's a flag for clipping on the offense. That'll be declined. And VMI takes back over on offense. See if they can't make this a 1-score game. Hops under center, 3rd and 15 though already. Hops pressured, takes a deep shot. He's picked off. He threw it right to the safety, O'Connor, who takes it up to the 36-yard line. Second interception of the game. Hops now has 10 picks on the year to go along with 9 touchdowns, just over 1,100 passing yards. And here's a pass out to the fullback. Huge hit by Darius Peters, who has been a monster this year. That's his 30th tackle on the season. He also has 7 interceptions on the year. And here is a nice catch to Spinner up inside the 10-yard line. First and goal upcoming. Bennett going to throw it. Left side wide open is Jones, the tight end. And McNeese State are starting to pour it on here. It is 21-3 at the end of the first quarter, an 18-point lead for the Cowboys. Let's see if the Keydets can make a comeback. Here is Hops, right side, takes off past the 40-yard line, first down, VMI. Play action. Hops rolling way out right side, takes a shot downfield. Wright is there, and he has him inside the 5. Touchdown, VMI. And they are back in it, folks, after a 60-yard touchdown pass to Jason Wright. That is his 3rd touchdown reception on the season. That's the 10th touchdown pass of the year for Justin Hops, and that is a huge one as this game was about to get ugly. They're going to go for 2 points here. Hops takes off, and he goes in untouched, and that's going to make it a 10-point lead for McNeese State. Bennett going to throw it over the middle. Wide open is Hester, and Peters brings him down. 2nd and 10 now inside VMI territory. Here is Cobbs on a toss play. Gets past Peters. Has the first down. Bryson Shields on the tackle. His 20th of the year. He's also got 2 picks, 8 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. And here's a forced fumble again. Trey Upton recovers it. And that is Trey Upton's 2nd fumble recovery on the year to go along with 28 tackles, 10 for a loss, 2 sacks, 1 interception, 5 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. Play action from Hops. He's going to take off left side, and he gets the first down out of that somehow. Tightrope act on the sideline. I love it. And Daniels is going to have another sack here. There's holding. And that is going to be declined, and that'll be 4th and 15. So VMI punts it away. Cobbs with a handoff. Right side, first down and more. About a 12-yard pickup. But the Cowboys do give the ball back. And VMI gets a 10-yard pickup from Cam Sanders. Here's Matt Keller, big fullback, getting the first down. He's got over 250 yards rushing this season with 5 scores. Hops rolling around in the pocket. Rolling out right side, takes a shot downfield. Cam Sanders comes down with it around midfield at the 49-yard line. That was a 30-plus yard completion. Hops going to throw it again. Left side to Barry. He's got it. First down and more. And to the 32-yard line, taken down. Driving downfield, less than a minute to go here in the first half. Hops is sacked again, back at the 41-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd down and 19. Hops sacked again. This time he'll lose 2 yards, and Scott Royal has injured his shoulder on the play, and that is not good as the offensive line is already thin. Hops downfield, deep shot caught by Cam Sanders again. Another 30-yard reception for him. With 3 seconds remaining, VMI calls the timeout. And they're going to send on the field goal unit to make this a 1-touchdown game. And the kick is up, and it is good. 21-14 is now the score after an 89-yard, 11-play drive by the Keydets. 227 yards of offense for VMI. 3 turnovers, though. That's a big difference right now. And that's what killed North Dakota State against Furman yesterday. Cam Sanders, nice carry up the middle. 13-yard pickup and a first down. At the 36-yard line, Sanders gets a carry again, breaks it out to the right side, and picks up 6 or 7. He's got 68 yards today, closing in on 650 for the year. Hops on the option, right side, nice spin move, first down and more up to the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. Hops with over 400 yards rushing this season, 5 scores. Sanders another carry up the middle, close to the marker. He's got 78 yards rushing now, 2nd and inches. Keller's got the first down. Nice 1-yard pickup. That's all they needed. 1st and 10. Hops going to roll out right side, and Keller's wide open, and he's going to pick up 8 yards here, taken down by the linebacker. 4 consecutive completions for Hops, and he's going to keep it on the option, and he gets the first down. Trying to tie this game up. They try an end around, and Martin is absolutely destroyed by Daniels. And that is an NFL talent if I've ever seen one, folks. He is an absolute monster. Sanders on the off tackle carry, left side 30, the 25, 20, and out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Great run, and it makes it third and manageable. Hops right side to Sanders. He's dropped, though, and that was Daniels. He leads the country in sacks with 14. VMI sends on the field goal unit, and doink, right off the upright, and no good. So another missed field goal here in this dynasty. And that makes it 21-14 still. Bennett left side to Spinner. He's going to dive towards the first down marker, but doesn't pick it up. 4th and inches now. Bryson Shields looking to make up for his muffed punt earlier in the game. Returns this one left side up past the 40 and out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Great return. Play action from Hops. The defense was fooled. Hops is going to take off with it and get pushed out of bounds after an 8-yard carry. They're running all over that right side of the field, and Matt Keller is going to do it again past the 35, inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 137 yards on the ground today for VMI, and they're going to throw it here. Deep shot towards the end zone, and Jake Berry comes down with the touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown reception on the season. He now has 15 receptions and 300 yards. He also has 15 pancakes on the season with no sacks allowed. And with an extra point, this game is all tied up at 21 apiece. VMI coming back after being down 21-3, but Cobbs has other plans for this game. Deep down the right sideline, inside VMI territory to the 15-yard line. Bryson Shields saves a touchdown. McNeese State, my goodness. A lot of explosive plays today. Bennett right side, caught by Vickers. He is not even close to the first down marker. And McNeese will send on the field goal unit. The kick is up and good. They take the lead right back after VMI stormed back to tie it up. And the ensuing kickoff is deep in the end zone, about 3 yards deep in. And that is Joseph Martin. And he's going to juke to the outside. Needs one block, and he has it. Joseph Martin is gone. That is his 2nd kick return for a touchdown this season, and that is a huge one. Came back from 18 points down. They now have the lead here in a Big 12 showdown. It's 28-24. Cowboys still fighting, though. They've had to lead most of the game, but they throw a pick here to Bryson Shields. He fumbles the football, and Darius Peters will recover it. That is his 2nd fumble recovery on the season. That is Bryson Shields' 3rd pick on the year. In the 4th quarter, Hops going to throw it. Rolling out right side, takes a shot, and he had Barry wide open. He just overthrew him by a mile. And VMI's going to have to pump this football away. And that's a high one inside the 5-yard line, and it bounces off a Cowboy, and it is downed by McNeese State at the 1-yard line. A couple plays later, it's 3rd and 2. Darius Peters comes up and runs support with a huge tackle to stop the first down. VMI will get the ball back. Just an outstanding performance in the past 3 quarters. Hops downfield past the 40 to the 45-yard line. His best run of the game. And off to Sanders, up the middle. First down and more, still going. Picks up 15 yards. Now over 100 yards rushing for the game. And now Keller up the middle. He's going to pick up a first down as well. Just trying to grind out the clock as much as they can. Hops on the option, left side. He might take it all the way inside the 10, down to the 2-yard line. Great tackle to save a score. And that gives Hops 500 rushing yards on the season. Here is Cam Sanders up the middle, breaks a tackle, and gets in for the touchdown. And that's going to give VMI an 11-point lead here with the extra point. Just a great start for McNeese State, but not a great ending as Darius Peters has an interception. That's going to seal it, folks, as he's still up and running up to the 44-yard line of VMI. But Peters is going to seal it. McNeese State, fantastic start in the first quarter. It was 21-3, or 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Or no, it was 21-3. And then VMI, they settled down, especially in the second half. They came back all the way, had a nice kick return for a touchdown by Joseph Martin to take the lead. And then they never looked back after that. Cam Sanders seals the victory with another touchdown run, and Darius Peters ends it with the interception. True T on the beat. That is the 5th win in a row for VMI after they started the season 0-3. So a fantastic end to their season pretty much. I mean, they do have, 4 games left. But this is just a fantastic way for their season to go right now after the way it started. Not winning a game for 3 whole weeks. 7 total turnovers today, 4 for McNeese State, 3 for VMI. 656 total yards today for the Keydets. And the final 3 quarters of this game were dominated by VMI. Cowboys did not stand a chance. They only got a field goal in the last 3 quarters. So probably the biggest comeback of the season for VMI, 18 points. Hops, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks today. He's got 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions on the season now, 500 rushing yards, as well as 5 touchdowns on the ground. Cam Sanders, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. He now has 700 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. Jake Berry, touchdown reception. That gives him 3, and Jason Wright had a touchdown reception as well, and he now has 3. So Wright and Berry lead the team in touchdown receptions with 3. Joseph Martin has 2, and he had a nice kick return for a touchdown as well today, which gives him 2 of those things on the year. So he has 4 total touchdowns. So there's not a whole lot of players that are really leading this team in touchdowns. Matt Keller has 5 touchdowns, and that is more than anybody else besides the quarterback on this entire roster, which is very interesting to me. Defense, phenomenal performance. Peters with a pick, and that sealed the victory. Bryson Shields had a nice interception where he went up and had a primetime type play. Stole it from the receiver. That was nice. Martin, 103-yard kick return for touchdown, and that is it for the player stats, guys. Let's take a look at the top 3 players for each team. Ford, Cobbs, and O'Connor. Surprised Daniels didn't get player of the game for the Cowboys. Sanders, Harvey, and Martin today for VMI. The next Keydet football game, they'll be traveling to take on Big 12 opponent Western Carolina. That's going to be a great one. The Catamounts are a fantastic team. They're having some bad luck this year. Our next game, which will be out tomorrow, is Jacksonville traveling to FAU. I'll see you guys then. Take it easy.